Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, we'll be going through the Yuuhime's ESPER balance changes. So Yuuhime, after the ESPER balance, she's actually the speed queen now. So let's take a look. Alright, so overall, the divinity wise, this doesn't have any changes. It's still maintaining 100% chance when she take her turn, then she have the chance to get extra 1 stack of Hell Hand stack. It's going to be very useful to her now, because originally before the update, she gets a lot of Hell's Hand stack already, but after this update, she will slowly get the Hell's Hand stack through her S3 passive and from the divinity as well. So you want to let Yuuhime to get the Hell's Hand stack as fast as possible. Right, so what most important, or what is the most impacting in Yuuhime is her S2 and the speed leader buff. So let's take a look at the speed leader first. This is the most unique speed leader in the game currently. It's a universal ally speed leader, which what she already have. But for every Twilight Order member, which is either Yamato or either Moroyama deployed, each of them will increase the speed boost 10%. This 10% here will instantly add on to the ally speed, so it becomes 35% if you put Yamato. If you put Yamato and Moroyama at the same time, that which is 2 member, then it will increase 20% of speed leader to make it 45% speed leader. Universal, by the way, but you have to pair her with Yamato and Moroyama if you want to get the 45% speed leader. Alright, so S1 here also have changes. So S1 now damage one enemy 80% attack, amplifies the damage based on how many stack of the Hell Hand stack she have, and also reduce the enemy attack throughout the combat up to 40%. So the Hell Hand stack also changes. No longer is an extend ability now, because previously Yuuhime Hell Hand stack is extending the buff ability, buff duration, but it's no longer that. It's increasing her attack per stack, and the more stacks she have, the higher damage she's gonna deal through her S1. Okay, then the thing is here, S2 here, there's a new debuff here, which is Hamstruck. So this Hamstruck debuff is actually originally unique only in Cube Miracle, but now they add it on Yuuhime. So what she does now is attack all enemy, damage 30%, amplifies the damage based on the stack count. Everything here is the same, and then attack the enemy max HP by 100%, and then inflict defense. Now here is all the same, right? But what they change is the passive here. When any non-boss enemy gains AP up, especially in PvP content, any non-boss enemy, so let's say like TA, let's say like Feng Shun, let's say like Wu Yu's defender team that have the shockproof passive, that have a 20% push, everything here, that the moment they get AP push, you will cast this ability. So we'll cast an AoE ability, because this is AoE damage, and then we'll reduce their max HP, inflict defense down, and then inflict Hamstruck on that target, not that target, on the whole enemy. Because as long as someone trigger AP up, will instantly trigger this S2 to cast on enemy, and enemy will get inflicted by Hamstruck for 1 turn, and not just that, also reduce everyone's AP by 30%. This effect cannot be missed and cannot be resisted for Hamstruck. So let's say if you let's say TA cast S1, or okay, let's say Feng Shun cast S3, AP push the whole team 25%, and then she will reduce your AP push 30%. So basically, you are casting a reduced AP minus 5% for your team, and you get a Hamstruck for everyone. So Hamstruck here can't receive AP up effect, and also cannot gain special turn. So this cannot gain special turn here is a very strong debuff, because it counts as extra turn, it counts as bonus turn, it counts as Avatara counter attack, it counts as Anna's counter attack trigger. Everything here counts as a special turn. So as long as you're getting debuffed by Hamstruck, you are not able to get special turn. So your Avatara or your counter attacks, procs, everything become useless. This one here, including to APEP boss and also Fafnir boss. It might be a bug, cause I don't think they'll let it go through this one here to let it apply to APEP or Fafnir, or else APEP and Fafnir will no longer take special turn, then they are just like standing there and let you kill them, right? Okay, then this effect here triggers once per turn. Then S3 effect here, It's an AoE damage, and then it's the same thing, deals 2 hit damage, 10% and 90%. The first hit is disease, then the second hit is reduce max HP by 20%. It will clear everyone's AP, enemy's AP, and inflict hamstruck. So the difference is the S2 here will passively inflict the hamstruck. Because when you actively cast it, it won't have this hamstruck effect. It have to be passively inflict. It have to be enemy trigger AP push. But for S3 is actively applied. So you can cast your S3 to apply the hamstruck on a target if you want. And then the fewer the target, the higher the damage. And then passive at the end of Yuuhime turn will gain 1 stack of health hand. So the health hand stack now will be slower to earn because it's no longer that fast now. So the Divinate will help her gain the health hand stack faster. Then health hand stack will benefit her damage. So if you are using Yuuhime as a control Esper or a utility Esper, then the health hand stack doesn't really matter too much until you reach R2. So what the R2 does is every single stack of health hand stack will increase your chance to cast the ability one more time. This ability here does not limit to only S3 or S1. It's any single ability can re-trigger one more time when you have the health hand stack. There's a 10% chance. So let's say at the start of the combat, you get 1 stack and then you cast S3. And then you cast S3 already, you are so lucky you trigger the 10% chance, you are able to cast the S3 one more time for free. So the more amount health hand stack you have, the higher chance it is, up to 100% because it's 10 stack. Okay? Then R4 here doesn't really matter. Then R6 here is when Yuuhime active turns ends, the teammate with the highest attack will gain AP. Is 100% AP. Then when the active turn of the teammate with the highest attack ends, then Yuuhime will gain AP. So you will switch between Yuuhime and the highest attack AP. Keep switching together. So after Yuuhime turn will be the highest attack turn. Then the highest attack turn, it won't go back to Yuuhime because it cannot be triggered consecutively. But it can trigger something like this. Yuuhime turn, then become the highest attack turn, then the highest attack turn, then will heal back to AP 0, right? But if somehow you use like Abigail S3 to push Yuuhime to 100% AP again, then Yuuhime take her turn, then after that will be the highest attack Esper take the turn. So it will be a very, very strong AP push, but at the same time, because this is an AP push, she will get countered by herself if enemy also have Yuuhime. Will get AP push, AP down, and then apply the hamstruck. Okay, so basically that's the kit. And then the rival rune wise is going for Astral set and Avatara set. Very weird crit rate, decent crit damage, decent speed, everything is pretty decent. Alright, so Yuuhime now is going to be very, very annoying. So let me show you how is it going to go. So let me show you about her speed buff first. So if I put Yuuhime at the leader slot, you'll see that there's a very long sentence for the captain leader buff. So attack ally speed plus 25%, which is totally normal, right? So let's say I put in one Esper like Lucas here. Alright, so without a speed leader is 115, I put in the speed leader is 141. But even though if I put in a Twilight Esper now, let's say I put in Yamato, the leader buff itself, it won't show any difference. You will see the speed is still the same. But when you go inside the battle, then you'll see the difference. So let's take a look. Let's use Lucas as an example. So when we start the battle, then let's check the Lucas AP. Okay, Lucas AP is 56% with the speed leader buff. Okay, so now if I put in a Twilight member, which is Yamato, and it will make the speed leader buff to 35%. So now it will the AP from Lucas will no longer be the same. It's now 60%, which means your speed is actually get affected to 35% now. Now I put in Moroyama. So Moroyama here will plus another 10%, will make the ally speed here to 45% now. And let's take a look at Lucas AP. So now Lucas AP is 64%. So you can see just now is 60%. I add in Moroyama, it fulfills the condition and increase another 10% speed. So now my Lucas is at 64%, which makes her the fastest speed leader in the game currently if you are able to fulfill the condition, which is these 3 Esper together. But is it necessary to put all of them together? Not really, but it might have a synergize together. So let's say just now when I mentioned Yuuhime R6 effect will AP swap together with the highest attack, right? So let's say I put in Moroyama. Moroyama will be the slowest, and then after Yuuhime take an action, Moroyama will instantly get AP push to 100%, something like that. So there will be some synergize within it, but not sure is it gonna be the best team. Now I'm gonna show you how the AP down is gonna be working. It's gonna be very, very crazy. Alright, so let's take this example. So this is not a proper team, I just want to show you how her effect does. So why am I picking a Wuyu team here is because Wuyu team have the self-built AP push in their kit, so it's easier to trigger to show you guys as a showcase. So Wuyu here will apply their whole team here with a shockproof buff for the defender, so when them taking a hit, they will get AP push. But because they get AP push, will trigger Yuuhime's S2 passive, will reduce their AP and then inflict hamstruck on them. Alright, so let's take a look. And this is a very good counter against Wuyu Sakura. It's not against Wuyu team, it's against Sakura, just because Sakura will get AP down. But because Yuuhime is going to cast AoE damage to apply the AP down, so it will make Wuyu team get the stack easier. Alright, so let's take a look now. Here is, okay, when I hit, you see, when I hit them, it's not because, okay, maybe you think that it's Phantom Sister, right? So let me take the Phantom Sister away. Okay, let me put someone that is just randomly trigger the damage. Alright, so let's say Zora. Okay, let's say Zora. Anyone will do that. Okay, let's just put this for Esper. Because as long as you touch them, then it will trigger. Alright, so let's say Anna, S3 or the defender. Look at them. Everyone AP got pushed down. But Yuuhime have to cast the S2, so it will make Wuyu get the stack a lot more easier. But it is a good counter for AP pushing the team. Something like that. But of course you will get breakdowns by Wuyu, and then we will just do all the breakdowns. Alright, then let me show you if you don't fight on Wuyu team. So let's say you are fighting on a speed team. Okay, let's say as this one. Okay, let's say this one, right? So enemy Chuya obviously is going to be faster than us, but because Chuya have a light set here. So what light set does is after Chuya take his action, then it will trigger the light set and AP push everyone by 10% AP. So light set here, the effect gains immunity at the start of the combat when it expired all allies AP push. So Chuya will AP push his whole team, and this whole team here will get AP down. Chuya is going to take his action, he's going to S3 everyone, boom, and then you can see some Esper got AP down, some Esper got AP up. So why there's few Esper that can AP up is because Hilda and Lien is on immunity. It triggers the Lien Divinate, that's why it didn't get AP down by Yuuhime. It can be resisted by immunity, but if you are not on immunity, then you are not able to resist the damage. Alright, so let me show you one more time. Right, so this time only Chuya got a light set, and you can see everyone get AP push 30% at the bottom here. And then now everyone got hamstruck, so they are not able to cast counter attack hit on us. But why Anna is able to do that is because Chuya's Spirit Aegis dispel the hamstruck. But the other Esper here who got hamstruck will not get AP push and will not get cleanse effect as well. Okay, let me show you more example. Alright, let's use this as an example. So this one here, enemy have TA, have Ethan, and then they are AP push team, right? But because I put Yuuhime here, they are technically not able to AP push. But enemy Tolan will start the action first. So enemy Tolan will S3 on Clara, lock Clara, but you can see everyone get AP down. Just because the light set from Tolan trigger the AP push, and everyone got hamstruck here. So the one get hamstruck cannot get AP up, cannot do special actions such as Avatara or other thing. You can see TA S3 is actually AP down by herself, her own team. Okay, so that's how strong hamstruck debuff is. It will change the speed meta. Right, you can see all AP affecting will keep pushing their own ally back. Okay, keep pushing them back, and they cannot Avatara counter attack. See, when especially when Nusi is here, And did you see just now Gaius? Gaius got the Avatara prop, but it didn't trigger it because of the hamstruck. So this is the effect of Yuuhime's game changing for the effect. Then next one I'm gonna show you is the speed leader buff. So now usually I'm not able to outspeed the team here because we have the same speed ally, but in terms of speed, we are slower because Chu Yao and Feng Shun have a higher speed in rival route. Right, so they take the action first, right? So we can actually outspeed them by putting Yamato or Mohoriyama. So let's say I put Yamato in here. Alright, so let's take a look if 35% is enough for Clara to outspeed now. Right, so you can see now my Clara take the action first because it increases your speed leader buff. Right, so basically that's all for Yuuhime one. There's more things you can change for her, like speed leader buff, what kind of build you want to build for her is also fine. And then the last one I want to show you is a funny thing that is applying on APEP. It might be a bug. I think it will change in the future, like boss will get immune to hamstruck debuff, but for now we can just treat it as a fun thing to look at. So if we put in Yuuhime here, if we put Yuuhime in your team and then you apply the hamstruck on the boss, it's actually a funny thing. Right, so let's see if we are able to apply it. Right, so we successfully applied the hamstruck on the boss. And APEP have the skill is when he take a certain amount of damage, then he'll instantly trigger his toxic detonation, which is another turn, another skill. But because that is considered as a special turn, and hamstruck here will stun the APEP by not getting the special turn. So APEP, after APEP take all his hit, he's not able to take the special action. You can see I can just keep on hitting APEP, but it didn't trigger the passive at all, which I think is a bug, because I think they'll fix this part here and make the boss immune to hamstruck. Okay, but for now we can actually just hit APEP as long as we want, because it cannot trigger the passive. Same goes for Fafnir. When the Fafnir boss, when he get the effect of hamstruck, then he cannot get the special shield. So you can just keep hitting APEP until he die. Right, so I think this one will fix in the future, but just showing you guys as fun. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is JenMP, Rosas15, Mokut Reguli, The Bluest Trelane, Pigeon Roulette, Kemi, thank you so much for the support. And for the supporter and patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Kut Wilderness, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwatts, Rimu, Choni, Von Hexa, Rawson Bessie, Antonio Winterspoon, Marilyn Williams, thank you so much for the support. And that's not all. Also, special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat, the latest 10. So special thanks to Pigeons Roulette, Agni, Ziggy, Code Wilderness, Choni, and Rosas15. Thank you so much for the support and hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.